Mountain Ocarinas are back from the dead. Given today's Halloween, that is the perfect title and we're sticking through it. Let's de-spoopify these lights. First off, happy Halloween, everybody. Now, who are Mountain Ocarinas? Mountain Ocarinas are a relatively unique American ocarina maker. They focus on portability and durability without sacrificing on sound quality. The company's been around for at least 14 or 50 years. They've been posting videos as early as 2008, so maybe even longer. And for the longest time, Mountain Ocarinas had a selection ranging from polycarbonate plastic, wood, and Korean stone ocarinas. All of these models were built to withstand the most rugged of conditions, hence the name Mountain Ocarinas. The idea was you could take it into the mountains, drop it off a cliff, and it would be fine. This guy, I've had him since 2011, and he's been through some stuff. Look into his eyes. You can see the pain, the suffering, all because of his durability. In fact, Mountain Ocarinas were so confident in their durability that they made a dinosaur guarantee. The idea was that if you went back in time and your ocarina was smashed by a dinosaur, they would reimburse you or replace your ocarina. Though even in that case, your ocarina probably wouldn't break. That's the durability of Mountain Ocarinas. And they're really cool instruments too, they sound great, but sadly, within the last few years, they stopped business operations. And this was for the founder Carl Ahrens to focus on a different project, the Coda EDC flute. There'll be a video on the Coda within the next few weeks, don't worry. But after a few years of closure, Mountain Ocarinas have begun to resume operations in recent weeks. As you can see, their website, mountainocarinas.com, is back up in action, and you can buy Mountain Ocarinas on Amazon. Affiliate link in the description. However, despite being back, Mountain Ocarinas used to have a lot more selection on their website. They currently only have their polycarbonate soprano G ocarina, but they used to have multiple materials as well as alto C ocarinas. That said, I am overjoyed that the soprano G is back because that was my favorite instrument by Mountain Ocarinas. Fun fact, my third and fourth ocarinas were Mountain Ocarinas. I bought them in 2011 and they've been through some stuff in those 11 and a half years since I purchased them. But given how long I've had my Mountain Ocarinas, the company is quite special to me, so that's why I'm really glad that they're back. Beyond that, they're really special to the ocarina community at large. I see a lot of people very happy that they're returning now. But now that we've gone over the company and a bit about the durability aspect of the ocarinas, what's so special about the Mountain Ocarina? The instruments at Mountain Ocarinas are inline ocarinas with linear fingering, not to be confused with transverse ocarinas with linear fingering. As you can see, the shapes are very, very different. The differences don't stop there. Mountain Ocarinas have a very slightly different fingering chart as well as a slightly reduced range compared to a typical 12-hole transverse ocarina. And this is because Mountain Ocarinas only have 10 holes, 8 on the front, 2 on the back, compared to the 12 holes of most transverse, with 8 on the front with 2 subholes and 2 on the back. The Mountain Ocarina in the key of G has a fully chromatic range of an octave plus 3, going from F sharp 5 through B6. Chromatic. This is 2 less than the octave plus 5 range of a typical 12-hole ocarina. A 12-hole soprano G, like the ceramic Strawfire from Songbird Ocarinas, would have an octave plus 5 notes, so 1 more on top and 1 more below. This range would be from E5 to C7. Astute eyes would have noticed that unlike a typical transverse ocarina where the left pinky is down pretty much the entire time, the left pinky remains up on the Mountain Ocarina except when you're going down from the G to the F sharp. Additionally, for high notes, you lift your thumb holes in reverse order, going from right to left, unlike the typical transverse ocarina, which is left to right. Left hand and then right hand. Right hand and then left hand. While this reduced range is a slight detriment compared to the already limited range of a single chamber 12-hole ocarina, it allows Mountain Ocarinas to be significantly smaller and more portable in size and shape. Because the Mountain Ocarina doesn't need to fit subholes on, it can be a lot narrower in its inline shape. And because the Mountain Ocarina is both so portable and so durable, you can take it everywhere. Fingering, shape, range, portability differences aside, here's the most important question. How do Mountain Ocarinas actually sound? And while it's not the same range, we'll compare with the Night by Noble as it is the same price range. In all honesty, the Mountain Ocarina sounds amazing, especially for the price point. It has a much brighter sound than most transverse ocarinas, which have a very dark, round, and mellow sound. The Mountain Ocarina is comparably far more piercing of an instrument, but that's in a really good way. This gives the Mountain Ocarina a really unique tonal quality somewhere in between that of a tin whistle and that of a typical transverse ocarina. I wanted the ocarina specifically for this bright, cheerful sound that it produces. My original Mountain Ocarina has seen many thousands of miles of travel thanks to just me wanting to bring it everywhere. I've taken it to so many conventions, I've taken it on so many trips. I just love having this little thing around. But how does the old compare to the new? At first glance, they seem pretty much the same, aside from the color difference. The original Mountain Ocarina has a gray trim, whereas the new one has a green trim. Personally, I prefer the green trim. It's a little bit prettier and it evokes more feelings of mountains and nature. Both are clearly made from the same mold or design, and they sound identical. We'll do a quick blind sound test. See if you know which one is which. Have your guesses? Which one is which? First was the original, second was the new one. They sound exactly the same. I feel no difference playing one versus the other in terms of breath pressure or anything. So the only difference on the instrument is color, but they have different straps. The original has a plastic neck strap, whereas the new one has a fabric one. The plastic neck strap on the old one got really rigid for me, so it kind of gets in the way when I'm playing it. So because of that, I really prefer this new, thinner fabric one, though it may be a little bit less durable. But after comparing the old versus the new, I can safely say that the new Mountain Ocarina is an amazing choice. But would I recommend it for you? Short answer, yes. I emphatically recommend the Mountain Ocarina. That said, depending on your own individual wants and needs, it might not be right for you. For example, if range is especially important to you, the Mountain Ocarina does have a slightly lesser range compared to any 12-hole ocarina. In that case, if you want a durable, portable plastic ocarina, just get the Night by Noble. It's a little bit cheaper anyways. Next, if your musical goals lie entirely in the realm of more traditional ocarinas, and you don't want to bother learning the slightly different fingering pattern of mountain ocarinas, then I might not recommend it for you. Like, whenever I pick up and play my mountain ocarina, my muscle memory for a 12-hole ocarina kicks in, and I occasionally make some mistakes, but I get over that within a couple minutes of picking it up. That said, if you don't want that muscle memory friction, just stick to 12 holes. However, if you want an instrument that's especially portable even for an ocarina, that is outrageously durable, and is still a very competent instrument, the Mountain Ocarina is absolutely perfect for you. It absolutely warrants its price of $39.95. That's a few dollars more than the Night by Noble, but considering the unique, bright sound, the portability, and the durability, the Mountain Ocarina is more than worth it. Though, that said, I still would recommend something like the Night by Noble as someone's very first ocarina, as it has a wider range, is a better stepping stone to learning more advanced ocarinas, and is still similarly as durable as it is made of plastic. But for just about any ocarinist, the Mountain Ocarina will be an extremely welcome addition to your collection. It's perfect to bring with you on trips, carry in your bag every day, and make music wherever you go. These are fantastic instruments, and I am so happy that Mountain Ocarinas is back from the dead. Given that the Mountain Ocarina might be one of the best instruments you can carry with you on a daily basis, you might be curious to know more about the benefits that music has on your brain. And that's why I recommend after this you watch my video on why everyone should learn an instrument. Your brain will thank you. Otherwise, thanks for watching, leave a like, subscribe for more, watch that video there, and happy tootin'. See you next time.